Hey guys, Tim here, aka FCFan21, bring you another draft leak on this channel because there's not been enough draft leak on this channel. I've joined the mighty Mythical Colosseum, and they're starting with their second season. And yeah, I applied and they let me join in. So far, I've really liked the community. Some real nice people. Had some great conversations already, so I'm really looking forward to this season. Looking at the competition, there are 18 teams competing, with, out of the top of my head, top 8 go into the playoffs. And of course, I want to be in the top 8 and go to playoffs, take it to the final and win the final. But yeah, first the group stage. We'll play 10 games each, and at the end we'll decide who makes playoffs. So yeah, from the 18 people, I was number 10 in the draft order. So dead in the middle. And yeah, I was kind of surprised that I could make my first pick the way I wanted, or that I could draft the thing that I drafted by round 1. Really astounded. Annihilate made it to round 10, and I picked it up. Why am I so glad I got this Annihilate? It's just such a great mon. I mean, ghost fighting is a tremendous typing, because if you want to have an immunity for one of the typings, you're automatically weak to the other. And this mon is the best hazard removal punisher out there. Period. Because of Ghost, he can't be hit with Rapid Spin, so Rapid Spin does nothing. And because of Defiance, the second your opponent uses Defog to remove hazards, your attack stage will be boosted by, will basically be doubled, which is amazing. Looking at its stats, 110 in HP and 115 in attack is also very nice. Great stats, 90 in both speed and special defense, 80 in defense, and 50 special attack is not that big of a deal because you always want to go physical. Yeah, Rage Fist, enough said. A base 50 physical ghost type move that gets 50 more base power each time Annihilate takes a physical hit. So yeah, switch Annihilate into a U-turn, and Rage of Fist is 100. Take another hit, 150. Even if you switch out, he'll keep that counter going. So take a U-turn, switch out, Rage Fist will still be 100. So great first pick. I've really looked forward to using it, and yeah, I'm very curious how this will work out. Still a bit under the weather though, so if you hear me sneeze, sniff, or whatever, it's because of that, not because I'm overly emotional. But I'm very happy with my Annihilate pick. By the way, first time I've put the nicknames I'll be using this season in this video, so Annihilate's nickname will be Furious George. So yeah, I had to wait some time, and after that I really wanted some good hazard removal, and so nothing can hazard stack me. So and I wanted a good mega, and well, I wanted a lot of things, but in the end I settled on Mega Scissor, and Mega Scissor is a beast. Both offensively and defensively, 150 base attack, 140 base defense, 100 base special defense. Only one weakness in fire, An immunity to poison. Grass is double resisted. And yeah, look at all those resistances, just great. Technician boosts low base power moves like Bullet Punch, Bug Bite, Aerial Ace, all such things. Has some great status moves like Defog. You can run Swords Dance. I thought it got agility, so yeah, just a great mon in general, and I really love his nickname Excelsior. So yeah, I think a great mega, and it's one of the better steel types out there. So really happy there with that. And after that, I just wanted to get working on one of my two cores, my Firewater Grass or Steel Fairy Dragon core, and I went with a tried and trusted mon in Primarina. And Primarina, if you watch this, if you watch this channel, is, like I said, a tried Pokemon by me, and I really like it. High special stats in with 126 special attack and 116 special defense. 80 base HP is pretty decent, and even though it's just got 74 base defense, you can still have a great physical wall if you want to, and if your opponent does not expect it to be. So yeah, really glad I picked up Ariel. Yeah, what what do you guys want me to say? I mean, great mon with Calm Mind, Whirlpool, and Paris Song trapping. What else do you get? Calm Mind. I believe it gets Scald. Not sure. Moonblast. Just great moves in, and a great fairy type for my Fairy Dragon Steel core. And yeah, I started to feel like my team was a bit slow, so I wanted a fast electric type. And to help me, having a bit more of a slower team, a great fast electric type was Galvantula. I know it's my second bug type, but with Primarina I have a decent fire resist, and Aragog here can help my somewhat slower team by putting up sticky webs. With a base 108 speed, I can make it a suicide lead with a sticky web and a focus sash. It can be a somewhat of a sweeper with compound eyes and thunder, coming from base 97 special attack. Things like Bug Buzz, Energy Ball. Yeah, I think all in all a great way of getting hazards on my opponent's side of the field and forcing them to get rid of them, so Annihilate can really shine even more. So yeah, that's my Spoder guy. And let me think, round 5 is where I think I drafted my fire type in Victini. And Little Glory here is going to be, I hope, a fan favorite, just like Victini is. This little mythical guy can do so much for this team. Victory Star boosts the accuracy of moves, and with a base stat of 100 in every stat, it can be special, it can be physical. So I can go for a V-Create set with Bolt Strike, I think it gets. Not sure, I'm gonna have to look that one up. A combination of Blue Flare and Focus Blast that will hit more accurate with Victory Star. I've watched many draft leagues, even in previous generations, and this thing was always such a great way to nuke things. And again, I'm really curious how this will pay out. And shout out to Victory Star, one of the coaches. I know I got your baby, and I will do my best to keep to use it at its maximum potential. And thanks again for letting me draft it. So yeah, after Victini, I wanted to round out my cores, both my Firewater Grass and my Dragon Fairy Steel 2 core, and yeah, if I wanted to do that with one pick, there's only one type combination I could use for that, and that's my Appleton, Dragon, and Grass type Pokemon. Yeah, Appleton is a for 9. I want to say it's a great value pick, but at 9 points, I don't feel it's a value pick, but I think it's fully worth the 9 points. Base 110 HP and 100 special attack stat are nothing to laugh about. He has 2, 4, 6 weaknesses, but with Thick Fat, the ice weakness is down to just a 2-time weakness, and fire even will be resisted. I can go for both Ripen and Gluttony sets to use my berry double, or to eat a berry much earlier. And this thing is basically that annoying grass type that everyone does not want to see. Things like Leech Seed are available. It can drop Draco Meteors, has Giga Drain for recovery, and once again a great way of rounding out both cores. So yeah, pretty happy with this pickup. Oh yeah, and by the way, look at the resistances. Water, electric, and grass are 4 times resisted. So yeah, Firewater Grass cores won't really touch Thick here. Next up was a snipe from a different coach. I believe Elking really wanted this one, and it's not Gligar, it's Regirock. I drafted Regirock before Gligar apparently, and well, again, these stats speak for themselves. Regirock is a great defensive mon with 200 base defense, 100 base attack, and 100 base special defense, and 80 base HP. Makes this thing a physical wall that, yes, just incredible. Clear Body makes it so his stats won't be dropped, so I can safely set up something like a Rock Polish and yeah, basically be very fast and hit hard. Loaded Dice Rock Blasts are on the card table. Sturdy, so special moves won't clear it out as fast as they normally will. Stealth Rocks, and yeah, just a very decent mon for 6 points, basically. The nickname Regirock is, by the way, a funny story. In the time I've played Pokemon Go, like 5 years ago or something, maybe 4, there was a Regirock day where you could hunt Regirocks for 3 hours basically, and we had a WhatsApp group for to apply for raids within that group in a certain area, and one of those raids was they made a error and called it Regirock instead of Regirock, and me and my girlfriend just kept that one in ever since, so that's why Regirock. Just a funny inside joke there for you. So next up was eventually Dr. Acula, aka Gligar. Yeah, just the 2 weaknesses, water and ice. And with Eviolite, this thing is very bulky. 105 base defense and 65 base special defense. With an Eviolite, both be above 100. Do I say that correctly? Yeah, SPDF will go maybe just shy of 100, and base defense will be 152 and a half. Something like that, yeah. I'm just way too tired to do math right now. So, immunity makes it so it can't get poisoned. Sandville is fun to use against Sand teams. Hypercutter, so his base 75 attack won't get cut. Yeah, this thing is a great support mon for this team. It gets knockoff, it gets defog. Step earthquakes are always nice. I can go for an acrobatics set if I want to. Yeah, just so many options. Two great immunities in electric and ground. I can even go with immunity, go for a fling toxic orb set, which is some nice stack, I think. So yeah, great support mon for me, and yeah, I'm looking forward again to using it. After this, there were 3 picks left, I think, and I was really starting to think about how I wanted to end this draft. And so there I go. I wanted more hazards and I wanted more removal, and I needed a ghost immunity. So first I went for Overquill. It's not a ghost immunity, but it's a ghost resist. A dark poison type has just 1 weakness in ground. With poison point, I can get a poison on physical moves from my opponent. Yeah, Intimidate is always a great ability, just to lower attack stats from my opponent. Swift Trim against rain teams in this league. And I'm not sure why I keep explaining Spike, because maybe you already know him from the Burn Tower Draft League, and otherwise go watch it, because... And even if you don't watch that, Overquill does not need an introduction. Come on. Overquill has been such a staple in Gen 9 Draft League. If you don't know what he does, go look it up. I mean, Aqua Jet, Barb Barrage that does double damage when poisoned and has a 50% chance to poison the opponent. Stab Crunches, Liquidation. List goes on. It can set toxic spikes. It's a grounded poison type, so it can absorb toxic spikes. I think just a great fit into this team, and I'm happy to have it again. So, yeah. I had 12 points left. We could draft 10 or 11 Pokemon. I'm at 9 right now. So with 12 points, I was really debating, and I believe it was with Victory Stars I started to have a conversation about how I wanted to end the draft. Yeah, it was with Victory Stars. So shout out to him again for, even though he's one of my opponents, he was really willing to help me, as long as I promised not to snipe him. And spoilers, I did not. No, just like I said, great guys overall that I met in this league, and I'm really happy for his help. And like I said, I wanted a spinner, and I got a spinner in Claydol, aka Dreidel. Yeah, I think those stats speak for himself. He's a very good defensive mon that can help me just along with his electric and ground immunities, rapid spin abilities. He can set screens for me. Both Earthquake and Earth Power are on the table. Yeah, he is a mixed attacker, as you can see. Yeah, like I said, another great support mon for this team, and I think it can be a really nice fit. So, yeah. And lastly, I wanted a fast normal type because, again, I had only my Overquill as a ghost resist, and I needed an immunity, and I wanted something fast. So for my final 6 points, I picked up Tauros, and not a fancy Padean form. I've drafted the Cantonian Tauros, aka Mad Bull. A second Intimidator is great to have. If I have an opponent that wants to, say, Dragon Dance or Work Up or whatever, I can keep on switching between Overquill and Mad Bull to lower its physical attack and let it not set up. Anger Point makes it so if it gets critted, and it's again kind of an iffy situation, probably very niche, but if, for example, I play against something like Urshifu, Rapid Strike, and I know I can live 3 hits, I just put Anger Point on it, get a +6, and just go to town with it. And lastly, Sheer Force. It does have quite some moves that are Sheer Force boosted, and Sheer Force Life Orb is a great combination, so looking forward to try that one out with base 110. Tauros is my fastest mon in the draft. So yeah. Oh yeah, by the way, if you wondered why I do not have any Terra captains, because that's because this is a Terra captainless or Terra-less draft. So no mons can terrestrialize. So yeah, looking forward to how that works out. So just a quick recap of my team. Here is some. Here's basically all the information that I can give you about all these mons. Annihilate, really looking forward to use it. Well, I can go over them all again, but really looking forward to use this team. Looking at the bottom right is my type chart, what I'm weak to. Yeah, basically water typing is something I'm weak to, but with Appleton and Primarina, I'm not really that worried about it. Flying weakness, I've Regirock against that, and yeah, with just 2 flying weaknesses, I'm not all that worried, and Regirock is a great counter for that, so yeah. And Ghost, I've got 3 weaknesses and 1 immunity and 1 resistance, so again, not all that worried. And looking at all the green checks or green boxes underneath all the typings or above, I really like the coverage it has. On the left you will see the most basic things. Thing to note, I think Gligar, because of the DLC, gets spikes and toxic spikes. So it basically means I have 5 months to set up 3 forms of damaging hazards. I've got Galvantula for sticky webs. I have 3 different removal mons, 4 mons that can U-turn, 1 Volt Switcher and 1 Flip Turn, which is great for momentum. Both Gligar and Mega Scissor can knock off. A few Taunters, quick attack priority. For priority I also have Bullet Punch on Mega Scissor. What else do I have? Would be funny if Regirock got Excel Rock, but it probably doesn't. Yeah, some ways of statusing with Willow, Thunderwave, and very lot of toxic users, but that's again because of DLC. Some Sucker Punches, so yeah, that's my draft. I hope you'll give this league a try, just like I did, because I really think it's a great league and mostly great people so far. So yeah, much love to everyone out there. I'm probably doing a few persons short, but like I said, it's just a great league with great people in it, so spreading the love there. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you next week for my first match in the MMC. And until then, up the Vivlons!